So we got a new tool. We got a new toy. We got a new thing to play with. Something to learn. I am not a computer guy. Let me tell you that first and foremost. I am not a computer guy. So don't blame me if I'm wrong. That's all I'm going to say. I was talking to my cousin who's a very experienced tech and has the expensive scanners, and I have one too, but I just don't want to pay for the updates anymore. And this vehicle here, this 2009 Toyota Tacoma, it's got a funky system. In this year, with 4x4 and the TRD package, they decided to put an electronic braking system on it. Fantastic. There's no booster, there's no hydraulic, booster, there's nothing. There's a reservoir and a whole bunch of an electrical blob with lines coming off of it. That's basically the braking system on this. The complaint was that it felt really stiff. It almost felt like it had no brakes at time. And that's kind of common on this. So we've done a couple things. While we had it up on the lift, we squirted some fluid out and we topped off the fluid that was in there out of the rear brakes. But we did a full inspection on everything, look over all the lines, make sure electrical connections are on, turn the key on, push the brake pedal, make sure it's making noise, the whole nine. And it was still the same thing. So we needed a scanner that would do the things that Toyota needs it to do so that we can potentially fix the brakes. Otherwise, this thing's gonna have to go to somebody else and I don't know what to do. So the whole point of this is to show you the new scanner we got. This is called the Topdon AD600S. They do have this in a blue teeth version. They also have this in a more expensive version, and even a more expensive than the expensive version. So if you want to spend a lot of expensivers, then you can get one that's way more expensive than this one. This one was on sale on Amazon for like 185 bucks, like after taxes right around 200 bucks, which, by the way, we're going to provide a link right down below where you can find this, because in the little bit I've been using this, the last hour, I'm in love. But I can tell you more importantly that my cousin, who's been using the high-tech scanners, been a part of shops and everything for years, is a well sought after mechanic. He's the guy I call when I'm like, there's a problem, and he was even stumped on this. And if it's something I don't know, I call him, and he usually knows. He was like, dude, you have to get this Topdon scanner. You have to. He's like, I'm not paying for updates on my scanner anymore. This sucker comes with lifetime updates. Lifetime. Like, we literally connected it to our Wi-Fi, and it said, hey, you need to do some updates. And we're like, yeah, okay. And so we just plugged it in and let it do its thing. And it started doing bleep bloop computer stuff that, I don't know, Drew knows. And he was pushing buttons and making things happen. It's up to date. So I'm going to walk you through doing a air bleed to show you how simple this works on a 2009 Toyota Tacoma. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go right into here. We'll click on Diagnostics. And then we're going to find our vehicle, which is all the way at the bottom here. This thing does like 90 different vehicles, something like that. I don't know. Toyota, because that's what this is. We know we're an automatic. And then enter your VIN manually or type read to acquire VIN. So we're just going to type read to acquire the VIN. And it's going to read it. Bueller. It's actually quite quick compared to a lot of other scanners that I've used. There's our VIN number. We're going to confirm it because I'm pretty sure that's right. Now this is where I got a little confused because it's asking for the hydro type or the vacuum type. This is neither, but I said, it's closer to a hydro than it is a vacuum. So we're going to go with hydro, and we're going to confirm that. It's going to open this up. We can scan for all the codes or anything it's got, vehicle profile, or we can do hot functions. And in this, it allows me to do oil reset, throttle adaptation, BMS reset, DPF regeneration, all this stuff, right? But what we're after is the ABS bleeding. And then what we're going to do is we can reset, signal check, test mode. We can do all this different stuff, but we're going to do an air bleed. So it talks about whatever it says. I don't know. Next. I don't really read these things. Welcome to the bleeding utility. This function is used to purge air from the hydraulic braking system. Now, I thought I was going to have to crack brake lines and all that stuff. I don't. When bleeding, ensure the fluid level does not drop below the indicated minimum line of the reservoir. I know we're full. We've already checked that, so we'll go next. Whenever you're doing bleeding, whether you're doing a manual bleeding or here on the computer, the automatic ones, always start with the furthest point possible. So we're gonna go to the right rear line. Note, the bleeding operation on this next screen will automatically stop after 4 seconds. Okay, cool. Don't care. Perform the following operations. Press and hold the brake pedal. Yep. Press next. Okay, and wait for the timer. Note, do not loosen the bleeder plug. Okay, no problem. Next. It's making noises. It's doing something. And it says it's done. So we're going to click next. Resting. Resting. Time remaining 10 seconds. All this thing's doing is somehow pulling air out of the system. I don't know how it works. It's doing something. I'll release the brake pedal. There you go. Air bleeding is complete. I guess I should have read everything. Press next to go to the air bleeding main menu. So now we've already done the right rear, which you can tell it's blue. It tells you that it already did it. So now we're going to go to the rear left line, because that's the next furthest away. Rear left line, same crap. Next. Push the brake pedal. Next. Okay. My finger's a bit dirty. It's making noise, doing something. Click. Release the brake pedal. Press next. And it's taking a nap. Same thing I want to do. I don't mind taking a nap. Maybe I'll take a 20-second nap along with it. But it's doing Topdon things. Wait for it. And done. So it's done. Next. Now we're going to go to the front right, because that's the furthest away. So see, we've already done these two. So front right. Same crap. Press the pedal. Next. Oh boy, the pedal went to the floor. Release the brake pedal. Press next. It made some noise, and that time the pedal went all the way to the floor. So it did something. Oh, twitchy hands. Waiting for it. Almost done. It's done. We'll press next. And now we need the front left, because that's right there. Next. Brake pedal. Next. Do not loosen. Pedal went all the way to the floor. Releasing. Next. So, basically, this little Chingaders does what I needed it to do. And already the brakes feel a little bit better. Now, I know that these normally have a stiff brake. This thing has 184,726 miles on it. At 184,725, the brakes get stiff. It's normal. So, we're going to exit this function. But this will go through, it'll scan all your codes, it'll do all of your stuff, it'll do everything you need it to do. And I highly recommend this, especially for like oil resets. You're working on like a BMW or something foreign, and you don't know how to do the reset. This will let you do all that. So we're going to go through this even more. Apparently this thing has tips and tricks. So if you're pulling up a code, it'll kind of give you the diagnostic. We're going to look into this some more. I was told that it'll actually go through and help do an electrical diagnostic, saying you might have a broken wire somewhere. It'll actually dive into things. The cool thing though is it has automatic updates. That is huge, because you go buy one of those cheapy scanners and they're right there and it's done. Like, there's not updates. You buy one of the super expensive ones, you got to pay for the updates every year. This thing just automatically connects to your Wi-Fi and says, hey, stupid, you need to update it. And it'll just automatically do it. And I think, right, you got to push some buttons or something, I think. But highly recommend it, guys. So again, you'll find a link in the description down below. Make sure you give us a subscribe, give us a like, check this out. Let us know what you think. Do you have one yourself? If you do, let us know in the comments how we can be using this thing more. I'm sure you'll get to see this more on the channel as we work on some more vehicles and go through some more stuff. But I am super excited to have this tool for just 200 bucks. I mean, my other scanner was like $6 grand. So, and it's like literally a paperweight at this point. And this thing's lighter, it's more portable. Like I said, I don't necessarily recommend the Bluetooth one. I think that's just one more like link. So I don't mind having the cable. If I like this enough, I might buy the upgraded one, and I'll see what the differences are on that. But ultimately, in the little bit I've used it, I am super happy with it. So go pick yourself up one of these. These newer vehicles need more like scanning capabilities. And there's more crap that you can start reading on all the newer stuff than compared to the old stuff. So you'll need something. Why not save a couple bucks? Grab one on Amazon today. It's right there in the description. Love you guys. We'll catch you all later. Let me know what you think. Peace out. Topdon. Topdon. Oh, look at that. You can do the I am readiness too. Well, I'll be a son of a gun.